waits for everybody, anyone else who is going to leave. What about you guys? Are you thinking of leaving?
No.
Thinking about
No.
diverting the flow of lava with a trench.
Actually,
shovels?
but Esper,
I can use support to get us up that hill.
Esper,
Yeah.
the people who are leaving, any of them have a ring of fire resistance?
Yep, quite a few of them.
Alyssia is just gonna approach some of them and is like, if you're leaving, mind if we borrow 3 of those? And she points at the rings.
Are you crazy? We paid good money for this stuff.
True, but we are going to need it now. You are not.
Hell no, if you're thinking of going up there, good luck. I'm not leaving my possessions with some corpse.
Good pussies. Okay, I guess we're going.
Alyssia will remember this and kill him in his sleep later.
But no one divert the flow of lava with a shovel plan?
Well, it's a good plan, but we're meant to be going inside of it, so...
Right. You see that Talion is done waiting to see who's going to be leaving and whatnot. Right, well, I'm going to spend half an hour rearranging the roles now that we have fewer people and the task has been changed. In the meantime, I'll send a scouting party up ahead so we know what we're dealing with. Everybody who is rank D and below start working on setting up a campsite and securing the perimeter. He then looks over towards you guys, except for you. You're coming with me.
Understood.
If that's all, we'll adjourn for now and continue this meeting in half an hour. Everybody, stay on your toes. If lava's any indication, the creatures that were holed up in here will probably start popping out. We don't want to engage them needlessly. Fight only if you have to. Conserve your strength. And with that, everybody gets busy doing their thing. Some go scouting, some start securing the perimeter and such. Talion just goes over to his team and runs some things by them. Is there anything you guys wish to do in the meantime?
Probably to find, like, is there any spare sun bombs, or at least...
I've got
like
some
that?
spare cloth and water skins, Ash.
Would that count as desert clothing, at least, for damp cloth?
No.
Do you want me to educate you on the foolishness of like wearing damp cloth in the presence of heat?
So...
You will literally get scalded alive.
Don't... Do that to Adam, not me. Anyway, so...
Yeah, but Sibby, I'll choose to succeed. You'll have to lecture him.
Yeah.
You don't have to lecture me.
Yeah, essentially, so no sun balm going for the scouts?
Sadly, nope.
Sheep-ass motherfuckers.
Everybody's got their own gear. They're adventurers.
I think we're going to have to start respecting the fact that we should start getting our own gear once we get back. Learning how to manage our stuff. Just in case the situation
We've just
like
got
this.
half an hour to kill while he comes up with a plan. I'm gonna grab a shovel and start on my...
You're doing a what now?
He's digging a trench.
to divert the flow of lava so it doesn't just piss over
That's some
everything.
impressive determination there.
I think
Gracious.
you mean just around the camp, right?
You mean as in so it doesn't flow over all of us when we get back, yeah.
Okay, so it's just in front of the camp, just in case. Okay.
You know, to divert
I
it.
thought you were
What
attempting
did you
to.
think I was doing?
I thought you were going to attempt to put a trench in front of the whole mountain to avoid the lava.
know what? I choose to succeed.
No, you cannot choose to
I'm taking the
succeed.
piss. Taking the piss, Will. Don't dare me, Ashwin, you know I'll do it. Don't dare me.
Sleet storm.
Right.
Hmm.
So, because of budget cuts and the interest of time, monsters are eventually gonna start popping out of different shapes and sizes. Some are like predatory, like lions and such. Others are more flying predators. There's some giant ass fucking snakes and spiders. All sorts of different bullshit is plopping out. Most of the adventurers are doing their thing to, you know, deal with that issue. I'm assuming you guys are gonna give them a hand as well.
Yes, also, I'm going to use the spell Sleet Storm, but instead of actually having it do all of the effects, like have there be slick ice, have people take damage, I'm gonna sacrifice that for the sake of having it be prolonged. So basically it's just softly snowing so that so it's a bit cooler because, well, it's probably hot near all this fucking
Nice,
lava.
that's very good. That's gonna help a lot of people out. Excellent. Right, so after half an hour, Talion makes sure everybody gathers up again because the scouts have returned. And says, right, well, there are a few tunnels who are still not flooded with lava. It's not much, but it's the best we can hope for reaching the inner parts of it. There seems to be some kind of magic. Somebody's messing with the volcano. This is not natural. Assuming we're gonna have a short window based on the conditions, it's better to send in a small, well-equipped team rather than a larger team because, well, cave-ins, lava, there's gonna be a lot of issues. Luckily, because of the conditions, we can expect minimal resistance on the way in. Most of the creatures are trying to escape the volcano. The people that have dug into camp are gonna have to deal with them, since it's not sure which way they're gonna go and if they'll be aggressive or if they'll be running for their lives. I'll be taking my team inside. Who else wants to volunteer? You notice that most of the other adventurer groups are either C and B, and they seem to be pretty hesitant about going into a fucking active volcano.
Well, if they don't put their hand up, I do.
Exactly, Eris does as well. Like, yo.
As you guys do, you notice some of the other more established veterans who concerned. Wait, you guys are still D rank. What are you doing?
We'll be fine. Isn't that right, Horatius?
Where is that confidence coming from? Look at your gear. You've barely gotten your feet wet. This is not something you can handle.
I turn to the rest of them and say in as confident as I can, I promise you this is the 5th or 6th most dangerous thing I've done this week.
You wanna roll me persuasion?
Sure.
They don't seem too convinced, rather they're confused. They say, well, we're speaking for your own good, but if you don't wanna listen, hey, we're not gonna force you. They clearly feel like your guys are making a huge mistake. Talion, on the other hand, he doesn't say anything. He's just quietly waiting for you guys to make your own decision. He's not gonna judge you for it.
No one else coming then?
Well, the group is. What are you on about?
Talion's
the
group, by the way, you can see consists of one very burly shield meaty warrior, who is basically Zalo, is the wall. He has a ranger that doubles as a thief for sneaky shit. He has an alchemist, and he has a mage that also doubles into healing. So his team is extremely versatile, and from what you can tell, their gear is pretty, shall we say, Frankenstein, like, as in a lot of mix and match parts, as in you can clearly tell that they're wearing a lot of magic gear. So yeah, that's what Talion's team consists of. So those are the guys that are like, yeah, we're going in there. So you guys want to go with them, correct?
Plus, you know,
we're going.
Mage might come back out, so that's always a plus.
Right. By the way, which one was it? Let me look for the notes because I didn't have time to prepare all of them. No, Oh, never mind. That's gonna take forever. It doesn't matter. Like let's just leave them as nameless random mooks for now, because I was actually preparing his entire party with personalities and people and stuff, but that was too much work.
It's Biron and Schmendrick and Mumisha.
You're not funny, Adam. Shut up.
I'm funny to myself. And
Anyway.
that's all that matters.
You guys get ready to step into the fucking active volcano, and guess what? Inside the fucking active volcano, it's actually kind of hot. It's you could say it's a bit on the warm side. So how are you guys doing for protection?
Pretty fucking chill, you might say.
Well, we're chill,
By
but
the way, yes, as Horatius pointed out, they have a mage, so you know betrayal's coming. There you go.
No.
Anticipate it.
otherwise, Iris has some cold talismans to try and keep everyone cool.
You notice that everybody in Talian's party has a ring of fire resistance, and they're basically maintaining themselves. The mage notices that some of you guys are actually struggling a little bit and have makeshift protection. He's like, he just clicks his tongue. Seriously, you guys, you go into an active volcano, you don't even prepare for it. He snaps his fingers and he casts control weather in a bubble-like shape.
Excuse you, I already did that. I literally
Did
just
you did it on everybody?
Yeah, basically what I just did is there's a ever thickening snowstorm following us as we get further and further into the volcano to kind of the cold and the heat are kind of battling.
Oh, so it can encompass the entire party.
Oh yeah, it's
40 foot.
Ice Storm. I switched it to Ice Storm because that's a bit more
Okay.
powerful. That's
So in that case, the
300
mage
feet.
turns around, looks at you, Lucretia. He gives you a thumbs up and goes, "Nice magic."
It's not magic, it's miracles. I immediately get offended.
It's like,
He laughs. Yes, good magic.
Heretics don't appreciate the word of God when they see it.
Articulate growling intensifies. So, Ice Storm's fun, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
So, again, because of budget cuts and the interest of time, there are some
Wait, someone
caves.
gave you a budget?
wait, how did we run out of budget? I thought the budget had gone back up.
Excuse you, why aren't you paying me?
What?
If there's a budget,
Anyway.
Let's stop the shit posting. Goddamn it.
Imagine that some epic monster fighting and dungeon dwelling went down in the lava intense BS. Imagine it. Ooh. I'm just kidding. We're actually gonna do some stuff. Don't worry about it.
In the lava entrance BS.
Right.
What?
So, however, this thing is gonna be done a bit differently because we don't have time for any more fights. There's eventually gonna be some cave-ins and such as you're dungeon dwelling down the corridors with Talian's team leading the charge. Somebody roll me 1d10.
Done.
Damn it.
God damn it, guys, only
Fuck.
one. Right, so Alyssia was first, so that's a 5.
Hoo-hoo.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Back dab in the middle.
Monster attack. Some of the monsters were trying to flee from the volcano, pop out, and are attacking. Somebody roll me a d100.
Dibs.
Okay, Horatius.
24. Right, the monsters are a lot tougher than anticipated, which makes sense because they were first in the western part of the island, then they repositioned here, and then they're trying to get the fuck out again. Talian's party, you immediately notice they work great as a team. Talian is basically calling the shots, the tank is in front, the mage and the alchemist are providing support, the ranger is sneaking and popping shots left and right. They are making very nice coordinated attacks. They're working great as a team. It's the kind of experience where it's not the sum of the parts. It's basically when you combine them, they become much stronger. Also, some of the party members make a joke about how you guys just saw basically firsthand why Talion has the nickname Deathstroke. A lot of people joke about it that the reason they gave him that nickname is because he's a great painter. And what they mean by that is when he takes his bastard sword with two hands, he literally, with a single stroke, managed to cut in half a giant fucking bear and splattered its guts and blood all over the nearby cave wall, making a sort of, shall we say, interesting painting. So he's a great painter. So yeah, with a single mighty blow, bam, fuck that bear. Anyway, some of the monsters actually slipped by and you had to handle them. Under these conditions and, shall we say, unnatural causes of heat and problems left and right and a matter of time, you can either fight them for the next 5 minutes or you can choose to take a level of exhaustion.
Fuck you, fight me.
So yeah, as a team, you need to make a decision here.
I'm
do you
not
all
wasting
take a level of
any-
exhaustion, or do you spend 5
Hell
minutes
no.
fighting?
I'm not gonna waste any spells on these guys, so I am not against standing and being a phalanx. Or
Yeah.
being a wall, essentially.
So you guys are gonna stand and fight for 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay then. As you continue further down the paths, somebody roll me a d10 again.
Amanda can this time.
But this time, as you're rolling the d10, roll it at 1d10 plus 1. Right, there is a cave in. Luckily, since Talion's team was in front, they managed to make sure to warn you in time. There's no damage done, no harm. However, it's gonna take you some time to clear the rubble, even if you use magic, because the area is pretty unstable. How are you gonna handle this? The safe way to handle this is to spend 10 minutes. If you do a rush job, you can finish in half that time, but it might be dangerous.
I have stone shape.
You have stone shape, okay, so you're going for the fast approach. Again, since you're
No,
shaping
literally,
that...
I just move the rocks around.
Well, you move them around, but like I said, it's dangerous because the area is unstable.
No, I can literally just move the rocks into, like, and I can literally just move it into a supportive structure.
Okay then. So you manage to waste almost no time doing this as you continue forward. Roll me again a d10 plus 1.
Alright, who's doing it?
Oh.
Someone.
Right.
We love the fives.
Roll me a d100.
Oh, hey.
Oh, that's either super good or really, really
Wow.
bad.
Depends if he subscribes to the Dark Heresy style of rolling.
I hope not.
Right. So a few monsters
Fucking
pop
dragon.
out again, catching you by surprise. As the fight ensues, however, one of the nearby walls collapses, and through it, magma, hot magma, spews out. The monsters are instantly fried. The area is dangerous. There is an earthquake, and the tunnels begin to collapse.
What the fuck?
Talion immediately yells, "Everybody into the crack!" And as you do, you notice that this might actually be a shortcut. As you
Oh.
enter through the newly created crevice that lava spewed out a little bit, you notice that you are now in the heart of the volcano. This is either completely lucky or extremely bad, depending on how you look on it. From here, you can see that on the left side where you were slowly climbing through the tunnels, it's basically an ant farm. There's networks and tunnels, and it could have taken you forever to make any significant process. Now that you're in the heart of the volcano, it's extremely hot. Below you, if you fall, it's certain death. You see a bed of lava. However, up above, you see some cliffs and climbing areas that are gonna help you reach the top quicker. Right. The heat is starting to become super unbearable. Is your spell still in effect, by the way?
Yes. At this point, while extremely improbable, there is a blizzard in the middle of a volcano.
Right. So you're gonna have to do some climbing. How do you guys have any climbing gear?
No.
I have willpower.
Well, looks like everybody's gonna have to make some climbing rolls.
Bye, guys. Actually,
And
I'm
that
gonna...
rolls a 1 and falls into his death.
What do you mean? I literally have a climb speed. What are you on about? I just run up the surface.
Oh.
Eris don't
He
give
doesn't
a
even
fuck.
have to make a roll.
She just bounds off a wall. She's like, bye guys.
Well, I'll spend a mantra enchant on my arms in order to, well...
Actually, a rope wouldn't
Boost my
work here,
climbing.
would it?
Hey, wait a second.
Rope is probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Exactly how tall is this volcano?
Pretty big.
No,
You're in a dimension door to the top,
yes. As you guys start running up the wall, a portal
Take
just
Alyssia
appears.
with you.
And
Running up the wall? What? No. I'm
No.
just climbing.
Iris
Take
is
Alyssia
running
with
up
you.
the wall. I just motioned for Alyssia to follow as Sir Horatius Klein, the lady killer, decides to do it the fucking hard way as I just shrug. And
Okay, fine then.
Along with
I'm-
Horatius, Talian's party, even the mage of all people, they're all deciding to do it the hard way. It seems like they wanna conserve their strength for later.
Mm-hmm.
it's fine, I still have a lot of
Actually-
shit.
I just want to ask, since Talian's gonna go up there, I'm gonna ask him if he needs any, like, stuff put on the walls, you know, like climbing rope stuff or anything he needs put up there for him.
Don't worry, we brought our own gear, we can manage.
Okay, and she's just gonna like bounce up.
Feels wrong, guys. Their mage is walking and using arms. Fucking insane.
Yeah. Like, what the hell? Anyway, the blizzard
Do you
continues,
not know
so
he's a mage?
Alyssia and I are at the top of the volcano.
I guess I don't use my mantra enchant then, since apparently we're dimension dooring.
Well, I mean, you can if you want to, but I'm not climbing.
Fuck no, I'm just conserving my resources. Are you insane?
Right, roll me another d10 plus 1.
What's with the
Amanda's
plus
fucking
ones?
super excited.
Oh,
Ooh.
there is a rumble as the volcano comes to life. By that I mean it's about to fucking explode again.
Oh, god damn it.
The lava level is quickly beginning to rise, and from above, a lot of rocks are starting to fall down. Lucretia and Alyssia, since you both are up there, you are gonna have to make me some dex saves.
Cracker.
Wait, where's...
toe.
Oh, because... Crack a toe?
Roll. That's
No.
a 15.
Adam was
Let's see.
chanting something.
I was.
Don't worry about it.
The fuck?
If you try
Don't
not
worry
worrying
about
about it.
Check.
Right, both of you fail. As some rocks begin coming down around you, luckily none of them manage to hit you. However, you quickly lose your footing as your footing gets destroyed. You are falling.
Heavily
Oh.
inconvenient for Alyssia.
So I've done this once before, but
The
I'll do it
second-
again.
So
the
do I need to make
second
a
I
dex
start
save?
falling, I have a spell for this.
No, Lucretia and Alyssia are currently falling free fall towards the lava. But I know what you're implying, Horatius, but they're gonna have to fall quite a ways off before you can make that shot. So for now, just hang put. Hang tight.
The second I start following, I blink out of existence and reappear at the edge.
Okay,
Sadly,
what about
that doesn't
Alyssia?
do anything for Alyssia, because it's literally just me.
Alyssia,
So-
you're falling to your death.
Do I
It's gonna
have
be
a,
by lava.
well, do I have a rock nearby?
Nothing you can grab onto. Everything's collapsing around you.
No, like, am I falling among rocks?
Yep.
Can I push off from the rocks to get myself closer to the wall?
Even if you do, that's not gonna work probably. Because the walls are, well, they're crumbling, they're very unstable.
Well, then I'm
and
falling
they're
to my
hot as
death.
fuck.
Can I... Wait,
Okay,
shit,
I've got her.
You're gonna have to figure out something else to stop your fall.
I
you
have
do have
nothing
a
to
bow
stop
and
my fall
arrows.
with.
Maybe if you have a rope, that'd be nice.
I have no rope, so that doesn't work.
It's okay,
Oh, boy.
Alicia.
I'm at a third level
I'm
spell
gonna
slot, so
save
I
you the
can.
same way I did last time and tell you we have to stop meeting like.
Oh wait, I can maybe have plants grow and grab her?
Nope, they're gonna burn alive.
Then
Don't worry about
Right,
it. I've
well,
got
since
it. I'm just
Alyssia
waiting until
is,
she gets within range.
Out of options, it seems like either Iris or Horatius is gonna have to do something about that.
Do you want me to? Because I can easily help her.
Can you though? I'm in the middle of nowhere.
How far away is she from me?
You're gonna have to make an acrobatics check to grab her.
I mean, like, in feet.
You're gonna have to. Well, if you're gonna grab her, you're literally gonna have to jump off the wall. So it's not certain where you're gonna end up. That's why you're gonna have to make an acrobatics check.
Alright, I can do that, but I'm gonna look to Horatius like, you have anything?
As you look, I was winding back my arm and I'm just gonna hurl the spear, the pin her to the wall like I did
it's
last
like,
time.
wait, what if you miss? It's already gone. It's like I'm getting ready to jump up and help her, so...
no, there's no
Nope.
fucking way that hits.
That was a fucking fail.
And just so we're clear, there goes your weapon, Horatius.
Bersha,
Yeah?
I choose to succeed.
This? You waste your most powerful move now that we
Alyssia.
don't have thing
Yeah.
here.
Alyssia, you feel a deja vu as you're suddenly pinned to a nearby wall.
Well, I'm assuming I'm currently on the other side of a lava pit from where they are.
Yep.
Awesome.
Also, Horatius just cups a hand to his mouth. and
Okay,
shouts
now
across
I
to
really
you,
need to.
You have to stop doing that!
I'm
there's
gonna
ab-
yell down to Alyssia, I'm sorry, I didn't have anything to help you!
There's aggressively no comments coming from Alyssia.
Well, bring the spear up with you! I haven't got another one.
Right, I mean, it's kind of
Continues
pinned to
climbing.
a wall. Is there any sort of handholds or footing on said wall?
Yes, now that you actually are not falling at breakneck speeds, you can, shall we say, gingerly make your way up.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna latch onto the wall and then try to dislodge the spear.
Right, while you're doing that, Horatius, since you're climbing, make an athletics check so you don't get, thrown off from the wall.
Sure.
You're fine.
Keep rolling twos today.
Right. As for Iris, who has a she's a monk, so I guess she doesn't actually need to do anything. She's fine.
Actually, instead of carrying the spear, considering my arms are currently enchanted, can I hurl the spear back to Horatius?
You can try.
If you toss it into a lava, he's gonna be pissed.
Real
Probably.
unhappy.
You just stare, you just look at him in
I'm
the
gonna
eyes
say
and
that
throw it
that's,
into the lava.
by the way, a 40 feet throw, at least.
I know idea what throwing this of a spear is.
About as high as your strength bonus.
No.
Just wait
no,
until he
I'm
gets
just
it.
I'm just gonna carry it in that case. Right. I'm also somehow going to have to make my way towards them, I guess. Because otherwise,
As long as you keep climbing up, eventually you guys will manage to meet up at the summit of the volcano, so that's fine.
So what, you want me to make an athletics checks again? Athletics
Yeah,
check.
because you have to
Yeah.
climb. Also, keep in mind, it's starting to feel hot beneath your ass, Alyssia. And that's not because you have a hot ass, it's because the lava's getting closer.
I'm
Also because you have a
blizzarding as
hot
hard as I can, guys.
Oh, looks like Alicia's fine.
Man,
Finally,
jump,
boys.
bitches.
So god tier athletics.
No, it's
Right.
just, but like Mansion Chant in this case happens to line up and give me a +5.
Now, I'm gonna give you another choice. Do you wish to take another level of exhaustion to get out of this area as quickly as possible, or are you gonna take your time and waste 5 minutes?
Take your time.
Yeah,
I'm not
go
gonna
for it.
die by heat. I've literally gotten
Is
a
that the
blizzard as
decision that
hard
you're
as I
gonna make
can.
right now?
Yeah, fuck it.
Right, okay. So in total, that's 10 minutes of wasted time. Good for me to know. Right, eventually, you guys make it to the summit and enter in one of the small, naturally made corridors, or so you think, as the lava is starting to unsettle down below and the volcano is becoming restless. You see Stallion and the rest of his crew join you up there, that up ahead there seems to be something unnatural. Some of the place has been carved out and it seems like it has been made in a makeshift ritual room. Magic, strong magic, is coming from inside. And there is a presence. You guys haven't been exactly stealthy on your way here, so stealth is out of the option at this point, so Talion just takes point and waits for you guys to follow along. See what the hell's going on in there. Looks like the incense is flowing strongly in the chat. Oh wait, that's Alyssia. Never mind.
What? Also, she was just saying thank you.
Oh yes, of course.
Technically,
Right.
she
And at
has
that
saved
point-
her life again, just saying.
Same way
In the
as
same
last
manner,
time.
that's deja vu
Yeah.
for you.
I have to hope
Right.
we don't get into a hot tub after this, otherwise she'll repeat it.
Kick.
With a very dramatic entry, you guys flood into the next chamber to see a man in front of you, staring back at you, a bit displeased that you
Is it
interrupt
fucking
him.
Logan?
What?
It's always Logan.
Either that or it's me and he just hasn't told me yet.
I mean, Adam, you make a valid point there.
It's Vedrick. Oh fuck, I've been sleepwalking and it's
There we go.
Cedric.
That
Fucking
was-
knew it.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you
sorry.
go.
Oh fuck, I've been sleepwalking. Went. Dimension door.
By the way-
I'm just like, is it Logan? You're just like, what?
Wait, is this
It
serious?
was.
Is it him?
No, it's not serious. I just
Ah,
gave
God.
what you want.
Thank
God
fuck for
damn
that,
it.
because it was just going to go, why are you
Logan, what the shit? Why are you always doing this? At this point, I would just.
Anyway.
Sorry, carry on.
As you guys enter the next room, you see a disgruntled man that you do not recognize, so it can't be Logan!
It can always be Logan.
So the man looks very displeased that you guys have interrupted him. He narrows his eyes. He narrows his eyes? Wait, 1, 2... Oh shit, how many eyes does he have? Oh wait, those are not his eyes.
Oh
Is it a
dear.
beholder?
Oh,
This-
we are fucked.
This is one of my first... Oh shit, we don't have a gear.
Fucking beholder.
Oh no.
As the man looks towards you, the intruders, you see some kind of weird floating creature behind him. Look menacingly at you. You see it in his eyes. He sees prey, and he's feeling rather peckish. Talion and his crew yell for everybody to get ready. They draw their weapons. The volcano behind you erupts once more as the mage in front of you prepares a spell. It looks like you're in for a wild night.
It's a fucking dragon!
More like an ancient wild